Man, it's hot outside. Anyways, welcome back to a new video. This one's gonna be like a little bit of a small one. I bought this nut and bolt thread checker off of Temu. Right off the bat, this thing feels like a plastic toy. I mean that literally, because I've asked a couple other people to see if they can hold it for themselves, and they were like, damn, what is this, like a toy or something? And I said, that's what it feels like. So it came with this little foam piece right here, and right there it has all the sizes included. So right there's the small parts not suitable for children under 5 years old. So if you're 6, you're cool. So taking one out, I got a couple test subjects, if you will. Let me get this big one out. So this feels extremely light. It's definitely metal, but I would say this probably feels like aluminum. It's very light. So it's got like a male end with a threaded part so you can screw in. And it's got a female end where you can test any bolt. So with that being said, I got a nut right here. And if I need to figure out the size, all I gotta do is most likely guess what size this will fit in. So I'm gonna try to go on the blue side first. I'm gonna try to go over here. What's this? Nope, too big. It's probably too big too. And on the sides they have like markings and stuff, so you know if you take it out, it'll show you like what size it is. And I've always wanted one of these, especially since maybe if you don't have a nut and you need a nut, you know, so save you the trouble. Okay, so that one's not working. Let's try this one. Oh. Okay, it'll go in, but not all the way. Alright, let me try this one. Okay, that one goes in. So there's two types. There's usually a coarse thread and a fine thread. So what that means is if you take a look at the threads, oops, the blue one is more finer than the red one, meaning that the threads are more compact compared to the red one where it's more separated. So right now, if we wanted a bolt or screw for this nut, we will need an M12 by 1.75, and it's also written on the tool itself. What if you need a screw? So I have one right here. I just found it laying around, and we're gonna try to test fit, you know, which one works. So this doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. Let's see. Maybe this one. Nope. Okay. Okay, this might work. Go a little bit. Okay, this works. Yeah, this works. So if you want another screw size just like this, we would need a 1/4 by 20. And same thing if you don't have like a screw, you can use one of these to test fit which size will you need. So I think I've always wanted these. These are like pretty handy. I also might get one of those like thread and nut and bolt thread checkers that are just in a plate, like in a panel. They got the thread sticking out, and you got the holes for the screw part. But yeah, I like this a little better because if it'll actually use the tool itself as like a little test subject to see what size your nut or screw will be. Because if you have the panel, you can't really, like, you can't test fit it because it's like it's too big. It's not gonna work. But if you have this, you can individually take something out and just test fit it yourself. So I really like that. And that's all I got for today's video. I'll be posting more Temu products later, so stay tuned for that.